everyone, I want to do this video because it's been a long time coming. This is a trip I took on the Amtrak auto train with my motorcycle from Lorton, Virginia to Sanford, Florida, and then back from Sanford, Florida to Lorton, Virginia again. As you can see, there was a long line waiting to get in because the gates don't open until a certain time. So after a while, I went to the ticket counter after, waiting in line for a little bit, got my ticket to my sleeper, and decided to just wait until they loaded up the trains. I was very early. Everybody was really early. The earlier you get there, I think the more you wait. So I would say get there, at the mandatory time that they tell you to, but not any sooner, or else you're just up waiting until they open the gates, especially if it's in the morning. And basically, I went out and I watched them load up the trains, which was actually pretty cool. I'd never seen that. So I actually missed them loading my motorcycle, and you can see here, that's where it is. But I did get to see them load some of the other cars onto the train, which I thought was really cool. This is really a great idea. I mean, if you don't want to put all the miles on your car, and you don't want to drive all the way down I-95, which is a pretty boring drive, and risk rock chips and cracked windshields and stuff, the auto train is a great alternative, especially since you can sleep the whole way down. Here's that's about there. Let's get put all my stuff in here. So here's my backpack, my helmet. I guess this is another bed that you can just.
Where are you? Do you need help?
Well, it's a little late.
So I've changed. Well, you can't really tell, but that's what the other seat looks like. And then up there is the bed that comes down over your head, and then you have about right there to squeeze up and go up. But there's my helmet. Over here they have a coat rack. So I've got my backpack and my leather jacket there. They have another one on that side too, but I decided not to use it. We are moving. So here we're gonna go by this station, I believe. Yeah. So they loaded up all the cars pretty quick. They said that the train was gonna be delayed, but I'm not sure what that meant. Here's the station where I was waiting outside. But all in all, there is Amtrak. And where you saw me earlier was, I didn't even see this little thing here. Maybe if I bring my son, he'll like that. But with the water bottle on there. Let's see. This was the street that was all clogged up where my bike was, and people were waiting. But it's not too bad. It's actually pretty comfortable. So let me just give you that. That's the top. Like I said, that's the bed that comes down right there. There's a latch and you just pull it down. It's a full sleeper. And then there's a temperature control light outlet, music control, this seat here will fold flat towards you, so you can like end up like sleeping like that. And it's pretty long. I'm 6'1", and I'll probably sleep in it. Got my belt on the other latch over there. And let me see what I can do here. I guess I can't switch. I was gonna switch cameras, but I guess I can't. So here we go. We're leaving the auto train area. And if you're wondering if the train rocks, like right now it is, but they said it was gonna be a little rocky because they're loading the other cars on. But it's not bad. Oh, you do have a vent and stuff you can control right there. There's a vent you can control on, off, on, off. These are the privacy curtains that are Velcroed. You can see what's going on out there. Those are like other rooms and stuff like that. That's down the hall. But I was changing and did not think to put these privacy curtains up, but whatever. Anywho, so this is it. This is the auto train. And in about 15 hours, I'll be in Sanford, Florida. I will try to update you on the dining car and stuff. I don't know what this button does. Still don't know what the button does. So overall, let me tell you what my experience of the auto train is, especially when you're bringing a motorcycle on. The guys really do take care of the bike, and they're with you the whole way when they load it up onto the trailer and then they take it in. They're very, very careful. As far as the accommodations go, I got the sleeper, and I'm glad I did, because it was like one of the best night sleeps I've had, especially in a long journey, and I'm glad I didn't have to drive down 95. On the way back, I did a business class seat because the sleepers were booked, and boy, don't ever do that. If you can get a sleeper, get one. I recommend it. If there's two of you, it might be a little tight because the bunk does come down and infringe a little bit on the area that you need to move around, but it's not totally terrible. If there's one of you, you're fine. This is the perfect way to get down on your bike. If you're going to bike week, or if you're just taking it down to Florida, or you're taking it up north, definitely get the sleeper. I can't emphasize that enough. I know they do military discounts and AAA discounts and senior discounts. See what you can do ahead of time. Don't get stuck in a business class seat for that amount of time, because on the way back, I was miserable. I couldn't get comfortable. The seats were stiff. I actually wanted to knock on somebody's door and say, hey man, can I just bunk here for tonight and I'll give you $20? That's how bad it was. But I didn't end up doing that. All in all, it was a pretty good value. It saved me a lot of time as far as the amount of wear and tear I would put on my bike on 95 and the amount of time that it would take to get down there and not be miserable. So I would definitely do this.
Out and into the wind. I love the kind of crazy shouting into the wind. Can I sleep next to you? Can I surf your mind through? You're outlandish and perfectly cool.
Here's some video now coming up on the bar and a snack car, which was pretty much abandoned, which I didn't know why, but there was an attendant there. But it was pretty empty all night. As a matter of fact, I woke up in the middle of the night and decided to hang out down there, and there was a guy there, and we were just talking, and it actually was kind of nice. So this is the bar car. TV, everything's kind of, it's empty. I don't know why. Whoa, train moving. And they have like little nipper bottles there. Get an Angus cheeseburger. Here's the prices. Interesting. Now the dining room is different. The dining room I couldn't get video of, mainly because I forgot my cell phone in my sleeper cabin. So the dining room is set up like just an old school train dining room where you sit with random people, and it was actually pretty cool. I got to sit with a couple of gearheads and we were talking cars, and it was a lot of fun. But you know, it's hit or miss, I guess, but the food was okay. It wasn't anything great. It definitely was nice to have a warm meal and then head back and just try to get some shut-eye until the morning when you ended up in Sanford, Florida. The dining car, they were very attentive. The staff on Amtrak, I have to say, really, really impressed. with the staff. They, like, anything you needed, anything you wanted, they were there. Even on the way back, even though I was in business class in the seats, anything you wanted, anything you asked for, they would try to accommodate you within reason. And even the bathrooms were spot on, very clean, and they were all working. And they did warn you not to put any baby wipes or anything like that, because I guess once one bathroom system goes on the car, the whole car goes. So they didn't want to have any of that happen. So, and I understand that. All in all, it was a very cool experience. I would definitely do this again, just to save the wear and tear on my body from riding the motorcycle down to Florida or up to Virginia. And I would definitely recommend anyone thinking about doing this, go ahead. They won't screw up your bike. It's totally cool. They're very, very careful with it. But definitely get the sleeper car. Try to get the sleeper car, the bunk car, whatever they call it. Do not get the seat. You guys will be miserable in those seats. I don't know how some people did it. Some people were sacked out, and I just could not get comfortable. That's just me, and that's my advice to you. So this video was shot on the way back, going from Sanford to Lorton, Virginia. Take a look at the business class seats. They're bigger, and they do recline quite a bit, but don't let that fool you. Even though they're wide and big, those seat cushions are as hard as rocks, and I could not get comfortable. They give you a pillow and a blanket, but it really doesn't do anything. I would definitely go with the sleeper again. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I am now living in Japan. If you want to watch some Japan footage and some videos from Japan, go ahead and subscribe and like my channel. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hey, have a great day.